boys.
Watermelon hail.
Doesn't look like it may not be on the ground right now, so Dick Worsham. Dude, I can't. I just can't with that name.
Welcome, everyone. So we got Fuzzy, Logan, Carly in the chat. Chat, let me know if you can hear me. Make sure we're cooking.
We're streaming the stream.
Got Sue is here as well.
How are you doing tonight, Phoenix?
We got Hunter.
Doing good. Oh my! Not what I was.
Fun show for you guys today, that's for sure. Oh, fantastic, Mama G. We got Jordan here as well. Jordan, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh.
There's your storm right there. There's your storm.
Oh,
There's your
God,
Vince.
Jordan, don't look in the
Storm.
chat. Hunter's trying to
Vince.
get you going.
Storm.
Is he?
Vince.
I'm
I
not
don't
looking
know,
in the chat.
guys.
He's trying to get you
What do you
going
guys think?
for
Let me know
sure.
in the chat. You want to see Vince?
Hunter's starting early today.
Dude, I don't even know where my phone is.
Jordan, you got a drink, brother?
I do.
The area of greatest concern that I have
It's happy hour
is,
somewhere.
is right just to the south of
100%.
downtown Westerville. That's moving over top of you guys right now as we speak. This is
I think
if
we're
we
ready
get
to cook.
really granular. I was looking at a house here yesterday to buy. So this is
right, let's
an
do this,
area
guys.
that is close
Let's
to
roll.
home for me.
In a world where tornadoes and hurricanes and blizzards run rampant, destroying everything in their path, one man and one team of freaks stands in their way, covering it all on one show.
We have a confirmed tornado.
From afar and from up close. That man is
ready to
Stormcat 5. That team is the Stormfront Freaks. And that show, this show, is Outbreak. And Outbreak starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Uh-oh, Jordan, it's time for the happy hour, baby. Oh. Welcome, everyone, to another happy hour with all guys. Could be more excited to party with you. Let's roll. Let's go! Guys, we got a packed episode today. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got the Dino. We got Jordan. What up, Jordan?
What up?
Oh. Welcome, everyone that's joining from around the world. We've got them in the UK. We've got them in the USA. We've got them in all the above. Thank you for joining Jordan and I today on this week's episode of Happy Hour with Hall. We've got a lot to discuss today, guys. A lot to discuss. We've got some lake effect snow. We've got a lot going on. Jordan, first of all, before we begin, how are you doing today, and what are you drinking?
I'm good. I'm doing good, and we got a Happy Dad for the win. You know, you can't go wrong with that good old Happy Dad. So, pineapple Happy Dad. That's what we're running.
I like that. Now, were you drinking that last time? Because I think I remember asking you about this before. Okay.
I think we had wild cherry last time. Now we have pineapple. So.
Oh, all right. All right. I
Pretty
love
good.
that. It's a good brand name, too. I love Happy Dad. I know there's probably a lot of dads out there that, he's cracking it open, guys.
Got cracked.
As always, it's happy hour here on the happy hour. We got a nice, I don't even know what beer this is. I'm going to be honest, Jordan. I don't even know. I just looked in my fridge. I don't have fun beers, okay? I'm like a Miller Lite, Coors Light, just kind of boring beer kind of guy.
Fair enough. There ain't nothing wrong with Coors Light or Coors Banquet.
See, I've done Coors Banquet before. It's a lot of calories, you know? Like,
Fair.
my problem is I'm trying to get slim for the holidays, and it's not a good way to do it, but it is delicious.
Fun for the holidays, but I think we might have some weather to talk about during the holidays.
We do.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at right now, guys, this is the current view of the USA, and Jordan, I tell you what, it's pretty quiet out there. It's pretty quiet right now. We've got, this is actually a really cool feature. Like, kind of diving in here. I think this is probably, it's not a front, but it's part of I think it's part of the jet stream actually that's moving through the kind of the upper Midwest there. And then you can barely see it here in the kind of the Buffalo region. You've got winds that are pushing and creating some pretty nasty lake effect snow right off of Lake Erie in the Buffalo area and Watertown as well. And this is actually, Jordan, the latest kind of the more to come for the lake effect snow here in portions of just south of Buffalo. Jordan, they still have about 8 to 12 inches to go or more in some areas.
They're just getting hit with snow, but that's something they're used to, especially along I-90 there, with all that lake effect coming off. But
yeah, it is pretty. And this wasn't as significant as it was last week. We still, I think about a week and a half ago, we had a pretty significant event up there where we were talking about feet, not inches of snow. So this isn't as bad. But here's a live look out. This is actually just south of Buffalo. This is a traffic cam that we pulled up. So clearly, pretty snowy there. But, I mean, Jordan, the crews around here, we got to give a lot of applause here to the road crews. Because, guys, that's road that we see. I mean, that's crazy.
Looks great. Yeah. They got their hazards on, so it must be slick. But
yeah, these I feel like if you're driving out in this, you know what's up here in this region, but it's still pretty crazy to look at. I mean, if we had 8 to 12 inches of snow in Columbus, our roads wouldn't look like this for probably about 4 days. So,
right.
Yeah.
Same with Oklahoma, except we just get the ice more than anything. So.
Yeah, but you're really not gonna clean that off the roads, are you? You're pretty much just gonna hope for the best, right?
Somebody will clean it off when they slide into the ditch. So
yeah, exactly. Well, ooh, look, Jordan, we got someone trying to pass there. That's not good. That's not good.
Leave it to it's a semi too.
Yeah, he's leading the way. He's leading the way. Well, cool. Well, that's what we got. Lake effect snow. Let's pull up the radar real quick, and I'll show you what we got cooking here. With this lake effect snow. So we had a pretty dominant band, and it's actually starting to slide a little bit north towards Buffalo. You've got winds, the winds really maximizing the fetch, which we call that fetch off the lake. It's just the angle of the wind direction with the water, and the more parallel that angle is, the stronger and heavier sometimes that lake effect snow band, and more concentrated that can be. So there's your weather term for the day, Jordan. I went back to my school days to get that one, but you've got this crazy lake effect band right now. It's about to hammer Buffalo.
Yeah, you can see it there on radar for sure.
Yeah, looks like we've got quite a few storm chasers there too. Jordan checking in at Buffalo. Look at that. You can, if you zoom in, you can see right where the heaviest band is. That's where the storm chasers are. They're all right in this region, right to the north of Hamburg. Probably just trying to follow that band wherever it goes, which is pretty
That'll
crazy.
be me on the next system. We'll see how it goes and how it plays out.
All right. All right. Now, will you, like, if there's lake effect snow up here in upstate New York, you're not going to drive there, are you? Or are you?
I'll probably fly. It's looking kind of like Jersey, isn't it? Yeah. So the long range GFS putting crazy number. I'm not even gonna say the number, but crazy number of snow if that verifies. So.
Yeah, I agree. And some of you saw the tweet that I sent out. Normally, I don't post one run models, but I wanted to highlight the possibility, and I didn't post the snow totals on purpose, right? Just because it is so far out, but there is the possibility of that. So we're going to look at that as well. And Watertown, guys, surprisingly, I feel like that should be renamed to Snowtown, but they also are getting some lake effect snow off of Lake Ontario here. So just to the south of Watertown and Adams, you guys have some lake effect snow. You guys are going to get also several inches, if not a foot or more from this system. And then even portions of Canada as well. You're going to get there's some lake effect snow, and then portions of Michigan and Traverse City, Grand Rapids, you're getting some snow. This is once again a little bit weaker, right? A little bit weaker down here in Michigan on the lake effect snow there. And it looks like, okay, so hold on. Let me look outside my window and see if this is actually hitting the ground.
Yeah, is that snowing there? Is it snowing? Might be snowing there in Ohio. No?
Nope, it is not.
It is
snowing,
but it's not.
Yeah, it is definitely not. So this is not hitting the ground here in Ohio, of course. Jordan, that would be too much to ask for, right? There's no way.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It is cold enough to snow, I believe. When I stepped outside, it was pretty brutally cold. So a lot of this stuff that we're seeing, my guess, is not hitting the ground. Maybe some of it in the heavier echoes, maybe we're hitting the ground.
You are under a special weather statement, though, for light snow and slick conditions for another 47 minutes. That's till 5 o'clock Central. So there is that.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's magical. That's all we get here in Columbus. But that's unfortunately the way it goes. Jordan, is there anything else that you're seeing from a weather perspective right now that is interesting? Because I just got the lake effect snow, and then we got this little mini clipper moving through.
Well, you do have a winter storm warning in the northern California right now. I think those are the Sierras.
Oh, yeah.
Near west of Carson City, but you also have wildfires further south. I know we had that huge wildfire issue with the extreme fire danger a few days ago near Malibu. I want to say it was. Yeah, here it is. There's a big wildfire up there.
Let's look.
What's the name of this fire? Just give me a name here. San Bernardino.
Oh, San Bernardino's got it. Oh, yeah. So California's kind of, we've got some winter storm warnings right here in the, right in here, winter weather advisories. And then it actually looks
contained.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and I think we do have maybe some, those aren't red flag warnings down there. I think those are more like probably special weather statements of some kind, but we do have some, looks like anytime you see a map like this, when you're looking at the National Weather Service, once again, guys, this is out in Reno, got some winter storm warnings. So the Sierra Nevadas are going to get absolutely hammered here, I believe, with some good snow. So skiers and Lake Tahoe rejoice. Looks like we're getting in on the action here in Lake Tahoe early. I'm curious to see how much snow they're actually going to get. I see it. 5 to 12 inches above 5,000 feet. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good snow. But it's not a blockbuster.
No.
But interesting. Not at all. Now, 5 to 12 inches gets me excited, Jordan. Does that get you excited?
How much?
5 to 12 inches.
5 to 12 inches is a good amount of snow, and especially for places that don't see that snow total, especially for the south. So further up north, you talk Montana, that's on the daily, but 5 to 12 inches can cause a lot of problems, that's for sure.
Jordan, if we get 5 to 12 inches here, it's pandemonium.
What?
Like I'm having 50 people text me saying, "Are we going to die?" And it's amazing. So
Sierra just came in the room. She goes, I think there's something going on outside. People are screaming at each other. like there's a fight going on.
Uh-oh. Jordan, should we change the stream from live weather to now, we can talk about like live
Make this
fights.
mobile. I'll just run out there with my MacBook and flip it around.
Get some live reporting out there, Jordan.
Do a flip.
Oh, God. Well, that's what we got going on. Ooh. We got Jay checking in. Good evening, Jay.
All right, continue.
Or Joy.
Sorry we got distracted.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Guys, I also just want to pause here and just thank everyone for joining us. We've got some people watching us over on Twitter. We've got some people watching us over on YouTube. We've got some people watching us on TikTok. Guys, thank you everyone for joining us today. Be sure to like and subscribe to the stream if you're on YouTube. Give Jordan a lot of love on TikTok. I don't know what the equivalent on TikTok to subscribing is. You probably can subscribe, right?
You can follow. Yeah, I have a follower goal listed right there. You can see a button, and it just bing, starts following.
Well, make sure to follow Jordan over there on TikTok as well.
000.
Oh my God. Well, you're cruising then. I mean, you're vibing.
Well, I've been stuck at 84 for like 6 months, so.
Hey, well, that's okay. 84,000. I'll take 84,000.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. I mean,
it's a lot of people that like weather.
It is. It is.
We have more weather
Guys,
to talk about, so.
I know. It's been pretty quiet lately. We do have some winter weather advisories here in the central portion of the country. Here's those special weather statements that Jordan was talking about. So we really, but relatively speaking, guys, whenever we see a lot of white on this map, that means we're quiet. So we're quiet right now with regards to the weather. Really no major problem areas. This area down here, just like Jordan was saying, and then this area is probably our biggest two kind of problem areas right now, and those are mostly with the snow, with some wildfires as well in California. So
some wildfires in California, some wildfires in Virginia and North Carolina as well.
There is?
There is. One of them is, you have one up there in North Carolina. Virginia. Virginia.
That's crazy.
South of Waynesboro, that's only 25% contained. And then you have another one down there near, where are we at? Near Boone, North Carolina. That one's 100% contained. That one's out. So weird weather.
That's crazy to me that we've got wildfires right now because it's got to be ridiculously cold there. I mean, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, the first time for everything there. So we've got. I'm sure that's not the first time we've had a wildfire there, but still, that is pretty ludicrous to have wildfires at this time of year. I'm just going to go ahead and leave the cam up there for the lake effect snow for any snow lovers that are out there. So I think Jordan, we pretty much covered what's going on today, weather-wise.
Yeah. Quiet, if
right?
You can't tell. Fairly
quiet.
It
is quiet. We got Jay checking in. He's got -3 in Chicago.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that does not sound good. Cold without snow. Like, what's the point? What's the point? I really don't.
Right.
That's why I don't like winter. I think fall is actually my least favorite season, Jordan. And then followed closely by winter.
Fall and winter are my least. Definitely my least favorite seasons.
It's just boring. I mean, the weather's just kind of boring,
I haven't had weather to chase in a month, and I'm just dying. I'm sick of being at home, not doing anything.
I know. Well, hopefully, Jordan, this can keep you occupied, just like it is keeping me occupied, because we don't ever get any fun weather here in Columbus too. So that's what we got cooking right now, though, guys. Those are the latest conditions there that we have. Now, I want to take a look at what are we going to expect in the long run here, right? Is there any sort of systems that we're looking at on the horizon for possible weather, possible winter storms? And right now, I don't want to hype it up, but we're going to start right now with the GFS, the 12Z. And I just want to show you what we looked at, what we saw today on the model. And obviously, guys, you never want to take one model run and say it's gospel. That's just, you never want to do that.
Right.
And so what I'm showing now is probably not going to happen exactly like it's being portrayed. But I do want to show you at least one possibility of what could happen. So here's the GFS model, and I'm just going to pause it right here. Jordan, this is Saturday, December 14th, so this is this weekend. I think we're going to get more kind of the same rain for the Midwest and the Northeast. And just, I mean, look how far that low is. Look how far north that low is right there.
Oh, yeah. Canada's going to be seeing some weather.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, Canada's been getting absolutely hammered with snow just with these storms that have just, you know, the jets stayed north and kind of pulled these lows north, and then this low is just going to keep sliding, and all the snow is going to be on the north side of this low, and all the rain is going to be on the south side. So interestingly, Jordan, remember I think we looked at this system a week ago on the Happy Hour show, and we had said there could be some severe weather with this storm.
That was the system, and then it shifted way further north than what the long range showed. So
it did, yeah. So I'm not seeing a super. I mean, that's a pretty sharp cold front right there. So
yeah,
well, we'll have to keep an eye on that for possible, and we can look at some parameters later for severe weather. But right now, at least the next couple of days, I mean, it's just going to be a nothing burger once again. It's just going to be rain and some snow, I think.
Weather.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now the interesting thing comes here, right? And I'm gonna show you guys. This is Wednesday of next week, Wednesday, December 18th. We do have kind of an area of disturbed weather right in here. It looks like really not a strong low pressure or anything along those lines. But watch this. Check that low out, right? It starts. This is the first system that comes by, and you can see it tries to form into, you know, this is a nor'easter, but there's a lot of warm air. There's some snow inland on the backside. But then watch the second system. So that's the first. It's almost like a parade of storms. And when the pattern is right for these storms, they tend to go one after another, right? And so you can see this is Saturday of Saturday, December 21st. So we're really in the future here. But yeah, Jordan, check this out. Yeah, it's way out there. You've got this low that forms off of right off the coast of North Carolina, and look at this thing. I mean, that just cranks for like a couple of days.
That's a good low there. So that would be churning out feet of snow if that were to verify. That's around Christmas, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it right here. This is Monday, December 23rd, at about 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that would because everyone's traveling normally before Christmas. So, you know, everyone's like the big travel days are like December 22nd, December 21st, the 23rd, even the 24th. This would be, if this happened in the Northeast, this would be an absolute disaster. And I do just for travel, I do want to zoom in here just to show you guys what we got cooking. Just to take a closer look at what the GFS is saying could happen. And guys, once again, this could vanish, right? We're at hour 252. So we are really looking in the future here. But, you know, the GFS, the upper level pattern does support this, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. But look at that, Jordan. I mean, just hours of snow here.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of snow. Let me see here.
Yeah, and you guys don't even want me to show you the what the GFS shows for the total snow. I mean, guys, I will say this. This would be historic if that's like I don't even want to show the snow totals because you guys can look at them on your own. It's probably not going to happen. Like it's showing here, like we're probably not going to get 40 inches in New Jersey.
Was that were you looking at the 10-1?
Yeah.
The Kuchera or the Kuchera model is even more than that. Yeah.
That's insane.
But again, we're talking what is that? How many hours out? 252 hours out is insane to me.
It is. Nah, it is. When I look at this, Jordan, I see potential, right? I see, okay, so we've been in this pattern where the systems have been going way too far north, and we got Farmer's Wife checking in. Thanks, Farmer's Wife. How are you? Where systems are going way too far north, and the jet stream's really pulling them north and giving them rain, 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 rain. It's gonna switch, and right now it looks like that switch may occur towards the middle to end of December. And when that switch does occur, you're going to have systems like these that will, right now the GFS is saying they're going to move off the coast and, bomb out and become nor'easters. That could happen. Now, I'd be interested to see. I actually have not looked. My guess, the fact that I haven't seen any posts about it, my guess is the Euro is showing not this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro, Jordan, and see what we got cooking here. Euro paints a similar picture. More rain the next week for the Midwest, Northeast, Central. Jordan, looks like you guys may get it on some rain there in Oklahoma. And there, that is going to be a pretty good cold front there.
Yes.
Right. That's really extending down here. And I don't know, Jordan. Obviously we got to look at the upper levels, but when you see a cold front like that, it's a decent indication we could get some severe weather.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I guess it really all depends on the parameters, right? So we'll take a look at that in just a second to see if we are going to get some severe weather. But
looking at the end of the GFS too, it looks like it tries to uptick back into being active again, especially with the 500 millibar. At the end, way late, like 300 plus hours, you get another wave that comes through.
Are you looking at 12Z?
Yep.
Let me look at the different. Let me look at a different one. There we go. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of. Are you talking about the short waves that move through?
The last one there.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
Now again, this is 384 hours out, so it's significantly far out. This is when you talk about forecasting for a lot of us. This is the stuff we look at. We're like, we brush it off, but we mentally notate it as, okay, if it continues, if I see this for the next 12 runs and the time keeps getting shorter and it gets closer in range, then maybe there's a hint of something. And then if I start seeing it in like the NAM or the Euro and it starts verifying across other models, that's when we'll start seeing more eyes open to it and just look for the trends. But so the trend can or not be your friend, but when it comes to forecasting, the trend is your friend for sure. Because when you get a couple one-off systems like that just don't pop up in the next run, they're kind of like anomalies. So that's what we're always looking for.
Yeah, agreed. And I think our jet stream it's got to dip and eventually, right? I think we're going to see a pattern switch, and if the GFS would be right, I think we're going to start to see an uptick in severe weather, as well as an uptick in some of these big time low pressure systems that dip into the country, and check that out. So
when you get one of those, you got a big snow event across Wyoming, Colorado, Montana type thing.
Exactly.
Usually, per usual, that's usually what happens. You get these systems that dip down, pull a lot of that Arctic air out.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So we'll check that out. I do want to check out the Euro as well, and I think we do. We do. I do see that there's. Christine, we got Vince's live feed as well, so we'll check in and see what he's looking like right now on the roads. But this is the Euro, so let's just take a look at the 500 millibar first to see what it's showing. Interestingly, check out the Euro too, Jordan. There's that kind of that signal right in here. This is maybe a little bit of a cutoff upper level low, not as strong, but it does still pick up on that in that dip right here in the jet stream, the dip in the upper levels, which That's a decent signal right now for some severe weather and possibly some, winter storm action. We'll see what we got cooking there. But I'm curious to see what the Euro says about our winter storm action towards the end of December. So interestingly enough, guys, see the Euro. Euro also has this a little bit weaker, but especially in the Northeast, the Euro also has this axis of snow developing, and that's a developing system that's getting a little bit stronger. You see that low right in the last frame there that tries to develop. So the Euro is also catching on to this pattern that we possibly could have some storms start to kind of move across the Northeast, and obviously check it out there in the end. This is when the GFS has our big storm coming in. The Euro doesn't have much, right? So, which means, just kind of goes to show we've got a long ways to go before any sort of big storm or big system would materialize. So if you do see anyone like on the internet saying we're having, big winter storm for Christmas, like, guys, we've got a long way to go before that happens.
Right, and I titled this TikTok live that we're doing as is like winter storm on Christmas ? Tune in.
I love it. See, the thing is, I don't hate that, because we're gonna people like come to the stream.
To address it. Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're gonna address it, and people will come to the stream and be able to see that, and we're actually gonna look and dive into: is this a possibility? Is it not?
Right.
And right now, I think, Jordan, the conclusion we're coming to: this is a possibility, right? It's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but it's so far out. A lot of things can change, so it's just one of those things to keep it in the back of your mind, making any Christmas plans like, hey, what would I do if there is weather? Just in case.
I agree.
That's one of those things. Now, a week from now, if we're still seeing this, and we're only a week out from that, then we need to start thinking other things. But until then, right now is probably a good time just to keep an eye on it. But yeah, nothing too crazy this far out.
No. Yeah, on the next Happy Hour with Hall, guys, which is going to be next week, probably same time, same place, we will know a lot more about this particular storm. And if there is going to be a storm, we'll probably have a good idea about some of the timing and who might be impacted. But yeah. The good thing is Jordan doesn't like there's anything super urgent for the next really week, else than lake effect, and people out west in the Pacific Northwest are going to get some good snow.
Yeah, a lot outside of lake effect, Pacific Northwest, it should be fairly slow. Maybe some frost advisories down south, but I know Oklahoma's heating up. Is over 60 degrees here today. So just kind of waiting for weather. It's never fun just sitting around waiting. I'm just getting antsy sitting here. I'm just like, yeah.
What is your like go-to? Like, what do you normally do when you're just sitting? Do you?
I have been buried in Flight Simulator.
It's awesome.
I grinded all my camos on Call of Duty Black Ops 6 to diamond already, and then now I'm just playing Call of Duty until I get something to go chase.
Oh,
and then my family wanted to make Christmas plans to go to Montana, and now I'm like, wait.
That's hilarious. You're going to Montana for Christmas. That's awesome.
I want to, but I doubt I'll end up there. Somebody commented on my TikTok channel and goes, so Oklahoma will get a blizzard, ice storm, tornado, heat wave?
Yes. If that is the one thing you take away from this stream, Oklahoma's going to get everything all in one.
That's hilarious.
And it's going to happen every single day until Christmas. But then on Christmas Day, it'll be a Christmas miracle. Okay, so interesting, guys. What we're looking at now, this is the Euro ensemble. So we're looking at, and check it out, Jordan, in the Northeast. You guys see this cluster, right? Oops, yep. Right over here. So the Euro is starting to pick up on something, on some sort of system being right off the coast in the Northeast. It's not a super strong signal, but it's enough. It's enough that it's got my attention. You can see several members kind of clustering here in the Northeast with a very clear kind of ridge of high pressure behind it. So, which could actually help strengthen these lows, depending on how strong that that high pressure is.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because if it does happen, it'll be dumping a significant amount of snow. That's for sure. So,
But it's not going to be for us, Jordan. Doesn't look like it's going to be for us, unfortunately. Which,
sad day.
very sad. But see, the thing about Jordan, you like storm chasers is, it doesn't matter if it hits you or not. You will drive to it.
We're going. I'll be there.
You're
anyway.
going. Yeah, exactly.
It just
So
depends
you're gonna
if I have to rent a car or not.
Yeah, exactly. For people like me, I'm just in Columbus, right? Like, I'm subject to Mother Nature, and like 20 times out of 20 times I get disappointed. So,
Welcome to the club.
yeah, there you go. Okay, so here's the GFS ensemble. Similar story. I don't mean to beat a dead horse. I think we've looked at this. We've looked at this enough. I think the thing I'm taking away from this is there's potential right before Christmas to get 1 or 2 systems probably off the northeast, off the coast of the Northeast, possibly a nor'easter could drop some heavy snow there, with the rest of the country in high pressure hell. So that's just which will mean cold air probably for a lot of the country for Christmas. So we will see.
See how like kind of bored and dull we are right now? That's exactly what the weather is.
Yeah,
And that's what the weather does to us when it's like this.
It is. It just puts us to sleep. Jordan, I feel like we need to play one of your tornado videos, or I could play the song again if you guys want.
God. Dude, that thing is so loud on your lives.
Is it really? So
Oh, dude, it is cranked up.
Is it really? Okay.
Yes.
I'll turn it down, guys.
I meant to tell you last time.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right,
You're
guys, I'm
fine.
sorry for everyone in the chat. I'm sorry for your ears, for just killing your ears right there.
It's hilarious.
But
Let me see if I put the right hard drive in here.
I'm going to check in real quick right now. We're just going to check in with Vince, who's out there chasing. Vince, right? Wow, look at that image, Jordan.
Yeah, look at that. Mm-hmm.
He is out there in, I think he's just south of Hamburg right now. And he is there getting hammered right now with lake effect snow. Wow.
Yeah, dang.
Jordan, does that make you want to be there right now?
No.
No. It looks pretty cold.
I have, because I pulled up my videos and I'm like, oh, I see tornadoes. I don't care about snow anymore.
Yeah. But hey, I will say this. That road is pretty snow covered. So the road that we saw.
That is, that's significantly different. So looks slick. It looks very slick, and you should not be on those roadways unless you need to be there, I guess. So
No, I completely agree. Which, the guy in front of Vince, I'm hoping he looks like he's in it right now. I mean, the guy in front of Vince is not looking happy, but
he's got his hazards on, so
yeah, I know.
letting everybody know he's happy.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's the lake effect snow, guys. And guys, let us know in the chat what questions you have about the forecast. As you can see in the top left corner, we're at 5,000 subscribers exactly. So hopefully no one unsubscribes from the channel, because then we'll go back down below 5,000. But make sure if it is your first time here, you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure if you're watching Jordan on TikTok, make sure you subscribe to follow him on TikTok, guys, and give him, I don't know, Jordan, do people send stuff? Like, because I remember watching some streams, maybe this was a different service. Can people send you like emotes or something on there?
Oh, yeah.
Or
yeah, so
Okay.
TikTok people can just like the screen, which is cool. They can send all sorts of different stickers, and each sticker is gives you a certain amount of money or whatever, but they can gift you and do all sorts of stuff, but it's just cool seeing people in there. So I think like a rose is like 2 pennies or something.
Ooh, guys, send Jordan 1,000,000 roses. Okay, that'll just let's see if we can get Jordan to 1,000,000 1-penny roses, which I can't do that math in my head.
My son just joined the chat. His name's Nick Gorman. He called me dad in the chat.
No way.
It's my son.
Oh my God.
Sure.
Welcome, Jordan's son. Wait, what's his name?
Nick Gorman.
Welcome, Nick. Thanks for watching us here on TikTok. I love it. Oh God.
This is funny.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, as you can see too, we've got a total of 44 weather warnings as well. So, all winter weather warnings. No tornado. I don't know when the last time there's been a tornado warning, Jordan. I think it's been a good bit. But
It has been.
now, what I want to do, Jordan, let's switch gears a little bit. Oh yeah, go
Yeah, what do
ahead.
you want to do? Yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, I think it's probably time to talk, because we also wanted to talk about the most kind of the biggest weather stories and most memorable weather from 2024, right? Because
I think so. I think you're
2024,
right.
I mean, 2024 was a crazy year, right? We had,
Right.
severe weather breakout in, and just, I'm just going to pull this up because this is, I don't have a ton of great content, like in terms of like actual like weather footage, but I want to show you, because guys, this was the year that we started doing Outbreak, right? And what a year it was. Obviously you can ignore the really poor thumbnails that we started with, but
We need to play that again.
what'd you say?
We need to play that again.
What do you mean, play the old Outbreak
We need to
shows?
we need to play Outbreak again.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. We do need to play Outbreak again, and we are going to play that soon. I know everyone in the chat loves that, which I love it too, to be honest. It's amazing. And I think, Jordan,
I played it with you, so
they've made some updates too. I've been following them on Twitter. Apparently, the updates they've made are pretty fire.
think we're gonna have to do it again soon.
I think so. Well, here's the deal. So maybe this weekend will probably be rough. Jordan, will talk, because I think next week we should do it at least once, maybe
I
twice.
agree. 1,000%.
All right, cool. Well, guys, so what I'm showing now is I wanted to show you guys just the amount of times we went live. Like during and this was like when we were just starting out. So it's just the amount of severe weather that we had. And normally, at least when I started out, I would only go live when there was like 10% hatched days. So, I mean, there was all the way back in March, literally March, we were having, there was a tornado outbreak in Ohio. There was a tornado outbreak in Indiana. The first outbreak we ever did, which was March 14th back here, when the graphics were terrible. So if you go back and watch it, you're going to be like, what am I watching? There was literally a tornado within 10 miles of my house in Ohio. So the year began, it was a crazy year. And then, we went through April, had a bunch of severe weather outbreaks in April. We had just, a bunch of outbreaks in May as well. I mean, look at this. May 4th, May 6th, May 7th, May 8th. I was live every day that day. And that just goes to show how active those days were. I mean, we had moderate risks. Jordan, I don't think we had a high risk this year, did we?
Oh yeah, we did.
Or yeah, we did. What day was that? Do we remember? I don't remember.
So the high risk day would have been, I have it right here. High risk was May 6th, May 7th.
Okay.
I believe it was May 7th. And it would have been for much of Oklahoma, and that's the night Barnsdall happened, outside of the high-risk areas.
Yes, that was the day Barnsdall happened, and I think I remember. Oh gosh, stupid ad. And Jordan, while I'm pulling this up too, you can get some of your stuff ready as well.
I'm writing a list on which events I want to hit here.
Okay.
Tornadoes, hurricane, and whatever. This is where the stream's gonna get fun.
Yeah.
Because we'll be able to do reactions to some of these videos.
Yeah, so there was a tornado outbreak here in Barnsdall, in Oklahoma. I mean, there's just been, so I think I think it was May 8th. Yeah, that was it, I believe, or maybe May 6th. It was one of the two. But we had just a bunch of severe weather,
May 6th or 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was May 6th, because this is, at least looking at the thumbnail, that's where it was highlighted. I think it was like Oklahoma. And then southern Kansas. But yeah, we had, just a ton of severe weather. And then we had the Chase week, which was crazy. And Jordan, obviously, I think we met you in like the fields of
Southeast Colorado.
Yeah, we met in the fields of Southeast Colorado.
The day before I got one of these tornadoes I'm going to show on here.
Ooh.
I got a
Wait,
tornado the next day. Yeah.
did you really?
Oh, yeah. Because I met up with you guys in Southeast Colorado, May 29th.
Wow. Wait, was that the tornado down in no, that wasn't the tornado down in Midland. That was something else,
That was
right?
a tornado down in Midland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we were on that tune. We didn't get it. Oh, that was brutal. And then, guys,
Yes.
we went live several times over the summer. With
I got to start with this. Yes. Forgot about
yeah. We went live several times over the summer. We had tornado outbreaks in New England. And that was actually our biggest stream ever by far. We had several just crazy streams. And then, guys, the hurricanes started to come. We had Hurricane Beryl. Do you guys remember Hurricane Beryl and the tornado outbreak? Obviously, there was the tropical aspect of it, but there was also a tornado outbreak that was just insane that we experienced there. And then, Beryl, really, we went live a couple of days in a row for Hurricane Beryl. And then we had some tornadoes actually in Ohio, the Ohio Valley. We had a derecho in Chicago. They got hammered really good. And then, guys, now we're really in hurricane season. And then we had Hurricane Debbie, Tropical Storm Debbie, after it made landfall in Florida. Then we had Hurricane Francine as well. And then, guys, this is when it started to get really, really bad. We had Hurricane Helene, which was devastating not only to Florida, but also to portions of really most of Western North Carolina. I mean, it just absolutely devastated Western North Carolina with a lot of the floods and everything that happened there. So, Beryl or Helene was terrible. Milton, obviously, then slammed Florida as a Category 3 hurricane. It was a really bad hurricane, especially for Sarasota and areas just south of there. And then, thankfully, things have calmed down since then. We had Sarah, Raphael, a couple other tropical systems that were looking like they could be a problem, but thankfully they did not materialize like they could have. So, Jordan, does anything else come to your mind for 2024? Any other high level systems that?
Yeah, there are quite a few. We'll end up going through them too with videos, but I honestly think this year started out crazy with wildfires. That was our first big thing. It was in February.
Yeah.
And that's actually probably where I'll start with video too. We'll go. We'll go in chronological. I think would be fun.
Yeah, do it.
Do
Let's
that?
do it. I think let's pull it up now. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. So I'm gonna pull up. Go back to wildfires here. Smokehouse Creek. So this wildfire, this was a Smokehouse Creek fire. Let me pull up something quick before we go into that. What was the size of that fire? Okay, 1.2.
Yeah, Jay, there was one that was I don't think it was a high risk, but it was I think I went live during that day. It was the derecho that happened in Chicago. That was the day while Jordan's pulling this up. That was the day where we literally I remember being live, and I just remember I was going to end the stream, and then all of a sudden there was just tornado after tornado just in the western suburbs of Chicago, which was, I remember that day 100%. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy day there. So
what happens if I pull this up? Does it let me share? I'm going to see how easy this is going to be sharing, because I don't want it to close the... Here we go. I'll share this.
Yeah, if you share the window. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. When I close each file, though, I don't want it to close that whole window. If I open a new video, it might close that QuickTime player.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But okay, so this would... Oops, hold on. I'm going to open QuickTime in a...
Wow, that already looks crazy.
There it is.
So guys, what we're doing now, we're doing our recap of 2024. and some of the craziest weather that we had during that time. It was an insane time. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Jordan?
This is just when the smokehouse fire started. So this fire started on February 27th of this year. This is a chase where Sierra and I took the rest. There was a severe threat, I think, up in like northeast Kansas, and there was a critical fire danger down in Texas Panhandle, and we decided to chase the fire danger, which obviously chasing fire danger, you need a fire to start in order for it to verify. So
Yeah.
we just drove out there, and this thing went up
That's
so
insane.
fast. And what's crazy about it is, let me get moving over here to another clip. Let's see if it auto opens.
Just watching the fire, watching it build, like when you put it in motion, watching it billow like a cumulus cloud. I mean, that's insane. It's absolutely insane to watch that. Oh my God.
I wonder if there's a way for me just to keep opening windows here.
Yeah.
Here.
If you share your screen, you could share your whole screen too, and then just keep
That's
moving
probably
stuff.
we'll do that instead. Hold on.
Yeah, that's generally what I
Sorry.
do.
Learning here. We're learning.
Oh yeah.
We're learning. We're learning here.
Hey, that's the best part, Jordan, about just like being here is like we're all about learning. We're all about learning here at the Stormfront Freaks. We like entertainment, but we also like to bring knowledge. We like to bring, and guys in the chat, let us know, what we're doing good, what we're not doing good. I want to make this show the best and most entertaining weekly show here with weather we've ever got. And guys, even when we don't have exciting weather, we've got exciting weather. We've got Jordan, which his footage and like literally Jordan, some of the stories you've told me in the past are just like insane. And I don't know, man, it makes me want to, it makes me want to just like drop everything and just start chasing full
You have
time.
to come with sometime. Let's do
I
this.
should.
So,
Yeah.
is it going to let me share my... Yes, we'll share the entire screen over there. Let's see if that works.
You gotta give me my first actual tornado. That's for sure. Here we go.
Here we go. Yes, okay, this will be easier. So this is when it was burning towards the highway. Drone video of it burning. This is the extreme fire behavior. You can see a fire truck flying on the road. Something to note here is this fire, the head of the fire is off to the right, burning towards the highway. And it's moving like 50 miles an hour. And you can see these little firenadoes start to form around the fire line there. You can see them spinning around. Every now and then you'll see one spin up. And they were going to build a fire line there along that highway. And then it just got there way too quickly. And that ended up resulting, this is a crazy video here. Oops.
That's
I don't
insane.
know why it keeps opening it over there.
Now, interestingly enough, Jordan, so when you're chasing fires, unlike tornadoes, you're not trying to get close because you're not,
I get close. So I used to be a wildland firefighter.
Okay.
So I have
cool.
I have a lot of firefighting experience, and believe it or not, if you're caught in a fire like that, the safest place to go is to get into the black, is to get into the burned area already, because it's not going to reburn. That's not going to reburn. You're going to have your bigger issue is going to be your smoke. It's breathing in smoke, but obviously if you can get out of the way, get out of the way. But if you find yourself just trapped, you got to just get in the black if you can. It's hard to survive wildfires to begin with, but this is a clip right here of it jumping the highway. So you can see, you'll watch, let me pause it. It's burned up against the highway, and a little ember jumps over the highway and sparks the dry grass here. And it's Katie bar the door. It's gone. You see it spark there?
Oh, it's done.
And then when it hits this hill and it gets up in elevation where the wind is, it's gone.
Oh, gosh.
There it goes. Look how fast that's moving. That's not sped up. That's just...
that is absolutely insane. And then it's just
boom. See, you watch that go out, play out, boom. Next thing you know, it's the wall of flame.
How long is that video, Jordan? That was like 30 seconds, right?
This video itself is, right here. This video, I don't know why it keeps opening it over there. Is 38 seconds in full length. From that to that is less than 30 seconds.
That's crazy.
You're not outrunning. That's when they say you're not going to outrun fire. You're not outrunning that. And as it moved further east, it went into the town. It almost burned through the town of Canadian. It did burn through a lot of Canadian. So there should be let me find here we go. So this is an example of us getting close. Sierra and I were actually in the firefighting area where crews are fighting fire, and we were sitting in Canadian as this fire is burning right towards the town. And this is our views.
Oh my gosh. This
is looking back at Canadian.
That's
and the
terrifying.
sky is orange. Yeah, look at these flames over here. Those are 5 stories tall.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, do you know?
The highway?
Because I guess you've got the bridge behind you, so you've got a quick escape if you need to. But that's
what's crazy is it had already burned behind me.
Oh wow, flames. That is crazy. So it's moving. It's moving kind of it's almost like parallel with you. Look at those. Yeah, oh my gosh! Look at those firefighters going right in there.
And those fire trucks driving through there.
They're just driving right in the heart of it, guys. That is nuts. Oh, that is. Then, that's apocalyptic.
Here's some more. Bring this over here. I don't know why it keeps opening that screen over there. But you can see it already burned through. Where's that one?
Look at the wind. How terrifying would that be when you just literally have an inferno and the winds are like 40 miles an hour, just blowing these. That's.
Here we go.
That's crazy.
So you can see here that house is lighting on fire. You see the black smoke coming off the back of a house. As fire's actually moving slow, it's paralleling us, but it's burning towards us. So it's one of those. You have to really be on your feet and know where to go, where your escape routes.
Yeah, because there's no radar. Like you're not able to watch. Yeah, it's like literally what you see in front of you is how you have to react to. Right.
Right. So the smokehouse fire, that was a very crazy fire. I ended up droning that fire too. That was this is a crazy shot with a road grader.
Jeez.
He had blown through a fence. He was trying to lay out fire line, and it was just burning up to the fire line just too quickly.
Wow.
You see heavy equipment's on fire.
Just on
There's
fire.
A cool shot.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So he's trying to, like, with that machinery, he's trying to create like a fire. Oh, that house looks
so
like
with the machinery, I'll show you here. There should be a good clip of him doing it here, where he's actually. Is this it?
Wow. Oh, there goes Jordan. Ooh, I got to do a funny dance now. Where did Jordan go? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and check in with Vince. Oh! Vince has got a whiteout. Uh-oh, his stream froze. All right, guys. Looks like it's time for me to get my recorder out. What song should I play, guys? Should I play a song? Nope, that's terrible. Oh, there goes Vince. Guys, everything is malfunctioning here on the screen. Oh, no. This is not good. All right, guys, what should we look at now? Here, let's play a song. I'm still learning Happy Birthday. I'm so sorry.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. So
Jordan, I was playing Happy Birthday, so we're good.
I saw you playing it on my other computer. What do you need?
Oh, really?
Water? Sierra needs some water.
He's back.
Huh?
Oh God.
Anyway, so we'll go back to this. So this is something I was gonna point out that's pretty crazy to look at. You can actually see the heavy equipment that's being used to build fire line.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're not frozen, right, chat? Everyone was saying that we were frozen.
No, you're not. I'm watching you on.
Okay, we're good. All right.
So this is one of the last clips, but you can see here, he's actually grading out a fire line or attempting to, as the fire's burning closer towards him. He's trying to save an oil supply. What is it? The oil containers there. And that fire's just barreling towards him.
It's crazy.
But yeah, that was in Texas, 1.2 million acres, I believe,
Jeez.
when it was done.
Wow.
Largest-
So you got off with a bang then. I mean, looking back at 2024, I think, you know, I actually had, because of everything that had happened, I had actually forgot about those wildfires.
Because it was a fast start. So tornado-wise, our first photogenic tornado of the year came during Alta Vista, Kansas. Were you chasing that one?
No, to be honest, Jordan, this year I've only chased, I only chased that 1 week at the end of May. So that was that wasn't Clovis. That was the Midland and the other areas. So
Fair enough. Well, this is a drone video from Alta Vista, Kansas in March. And what's really cool is you can see it's a beautiful, this is an RFD cut right here above our head. And there's your bowl here. And you'll see as we speed this up, here it comes.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
That's so cool.
Here comes your cutting through. It's going into the dark.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing. That is a freaking oh my god.
You don't see them this crystal clear. You can see all the way up and around this mesocyclone. You don't get them like this very often.
Jordan, I feel like this video needs to be like in classes. It needs to, because people don't understand that whole, not only is the tornado rotating, that entire it's called the mesocyclone, that entire area, which is, a lot bigger than just the tornado. That whole thing is spinning like a top. It's crazy.
It's insane. And yeah, you got your little bull funnel here. You have a little bit of an RFD cut buried in here also. So you almost have like a dual RFD cut type thing with the entire storm. I mean, look at the structure all the way up and around. And then to get this tornado, you can see it kind of touch down here, and then it just to fully condense the way it does, like right there.
Crazy. Oh my god.
And then I think I zoomed in. I wish I wouldn't have, because obviously you can see the beautiful structure there. But I ended up zooming in on this thing. Here we go. Still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Super dark.
Oh my god.
But this is it as it touched down. There it is.
Oh.
Beautiful tornado. Didn't hit much. It really didn't do any damage that night.
Ooh.
And this is 48 seconds, but look at how much motion you have in the dark there. I mean,
that's nuts. What do we know? I guess, was that rated? I mean, that had to be strong.
I think it was
right?
They rated like an EF1 because I don't think it hit anything.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It just didn't end up hitting anything. So then
it was one of the notes where we just didn't have, like, there's no damage you can really reference from that. Yeah.
Exactly. And then the next fun one I think people will really enjoy was our first Dominator 3 intercept of the year, which is forgotten about pretty easily because of how crazy of a year it was. But we actually got inside of a tornado on April 16th in Iowa. This day was pretty crazy. So we'll throw this clip up. We had Alex Van over with us. Sierra's in the back with Edgar. Does my audio play too?
You can share audio. I don't think you're sharing right now, though. You're streaming the stream, though. I love it.
Here we go.
Recording someone else. Oh my god.
So Reed's streaming, and so we're just lining up this tornado, and I'm like, okay, here we go, and you can see things flying across the road in front of us. And so we're like, which direction is it? Where's it at? It's in front of us. Suction vortice behind us. Suction vortice in front of us. And things it's a little shaky right now until we kind of get our bearings. But you'll start seeing there's dust coming across the windshield. There's debris flying around.
You guys are
in it. We are. And this thing ends up, there goes part of that
Oh.
roof goes flying.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then so we really start driving towards this thing. We're like, oh, we got to stay in it. And you'll start seeing these individual vortices. There's one right there dancing. And you'll see another one on the right side. And we're just like, whoa, this is crazy. It's all around us. We're actually directly under it.
Wow.
This plants into a strong, big tornado just moments later. So here I am, I roll my window down. You can see it's raining corn husks on us.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This thing ends up starting to fully condense as it's moving off to the east a little bit. And as it does that, it turns into a pipe, just a big monster tornado right there.
Wow.
So we tried to get close to it again, just to see if, what we could do. And
Well, the amount of suction vortices with that, like when you see something like that, that to me is indicative of, okay, like there's a very clear strong rotation. It's just trying to now plant itself on the ground, which it looks like. I mean, is this what it became right here?
Yeah, so this is as we're driving in. We're trying to go in for another intercept, and we got
Another one.
right up
He's
on
back for
this.
another one. It's crazy.
And I'm hanging out the window now. I'm outside the vehicle
Yeah.
at this point. And we're in the rear inflow jet of this tornado at this point
Oh,
as it's moving away. So
look at that mesocyclone. I mean, that is a massive bowling ball right there. That is
but yeah, that
crazy.
was Salem. That was a fun one. Vanover never launched the drone during that tornado, unfortunately. And if I throw this up, this will give you a better idea of the mesovortices that were going around us. So this is the windshield GoPro, so it's not be going every which direction. You're not going to see the camera
Remind me, what day
flipping
was this?
around.
Was this April 16th?
This would have been somewhere around there, yeah. I'll
Okay.
get you the
I'm pretty
date.
sure it was, because I think this, or maybe it was 15th. Yeah.
So yeah, so you can see debris starting to get pulled in from the right. It's technically just off to the left side of the road here. You can see the wind from right to left. And then the shed off to the right over here is about to explode. The roof's about to come flying off.
Look at the motion in the clouds too. Look at the motion in the. I mean, that is absolutely screaming.
There's one that's crossing the road right in front of us. It's a little vortice, and then you'll see there goes the roof of that.
Oh, that's
then you just have-
crazy.
As we start driving here, you'll see, like, yeah, here you go. You got two of them. You got one on the left, one on the right side of the road.
Look at the so real quick. Go back and just like go fast through the motion, because look at the motion in the clouds. The motion in the
back here?
clouds. Yeah, or like right, like maybe a little bit further, like right where you get the suction vortice. Look at the motion in the clouds. I mean, the whole cloud above you is just absolutely. Oh, that's crazy. I mean,
And then as we got up here, there you go. There's your mesocyclone. There's a great
Wow.
wide angle shot of that mesocyclone. And if I speed that up too, I mean, you're going to see the whole, it's a big bowl just spinning away.
it's insane.
There's your
Oh
good
my
clear shot of the meso
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way up. Yep.
Yeah,
So that was a fun one.
Thing
And
is
that was a
monster.
that was April 16th. You're right. And that one was quickly
Yeah.
forgotten, as we all know.
It was.
As we all know. And can you guess why that one was forgotten fairly quickly?
I think I know. Oh my gosh.
So this would be April 26th. I believe if Nick Gorman's still watching, he got phenomenal video of this as well. This was our first tornado of the day. We had Nelk Boys with us. And this was one of my favorites in particular because you get this, this is a violent tornado. There's been a couple people doing research on this tornado that have tracked debris at over 200 miles an hour on the ground level recently. So,
It doesn't sound
but you
fun.
can see you got horizontal vortices coming out of the side. This is as it's first touching down on the northeast side of Lincoln. And that's when you know this thing's got the potential to be very strong. You see these little fingers coming out of the side.
That's crazy.
And so as I zoom in, you'll see, look at these fingers.
Oh my gosh. That is, I mean, that is a drill bit. I mean, that is violent.
So then
Look,
as it
look
continues,
look how quickly. Yeah, look how quickly that just becomes a monster.
and that's moved. We're north looking south, so it's actually moving towards us just a little bit. It's going to definitely pass right in front of us. So I'm trying to line it up, and we also have a bunch of YouTubers with us. So it's getting a lot
you're
closer
like,
here.
we got to get close. Yeah,
I'm like babysitting a little bit too. So
that's awesome.
This is when it starts
Oh
hitting
my-
that little factory warehouse.
It seems like it's moving pretty slow too, right? I mean,
It's moving very quickly. So we're north of it.
Oh, is
so
it?
it looks
Okay.
slow. You'll see right here as it's getting ready to go across the highway how fast this thing's moving. Because I got in the car thinking I could fly up next to it, and by the time I
Yeah.
got there, it was already across the highway. And I'm still
Okay,
looking
actually, yeah.
southeast at it.
yeah,
So
you're right.
This
'cause
is when
it
I'm
did-
screaming at everybody to get in the car.
That is insane. Because
So
it
then,
doesn't. You're right. Because it doesn't really look like it's moving that fast. Because when you look at a tornado and it's not really moving right to left, that's a problem. Because that means it's coming right
Right.
at you.
So this video, I'm gonna switch over to this one because the iPhone video's got way better color on here and it just looks better. So this was as we were blasting as fast as we could to get there, as it's crossing the road.
Oh my god.
And this thing is a monster. So this was crossing I-80 going northeast, and it fully condenses. It's already condensed, but it fully pipes out right here. You'll see it come all the way down, like
Look
fully
at how black
condensed.
it is at the bottom, right? I mean, that's got to be like it probably hit like a manure field or something.
Here it goes. This is where it piped out, right there.
Oh,
That is a violent, strong tornado. And what's funny is I post this video so much, people think this shot's AI. And the biggest argument is these trees right here. They're like, it's not hitting the trees. Like, it's AI, 100%. But
Jordan, the thing
deceiving-
is, it looks so perfect. Like,
It's too
because
perfect.
this is one of the craziest tornado videos, just like tornadoes I've ever seen in my life. So when I look at this, like if a storm chaser didn't post this, like I would think that is fake because it looks so
Right.
perfect. I mean, there's,
Right.
I don't know if I don't know if many of us will ever see a tornado this picture perfect in our lifetime. I mean, that's like that in the Greenfield. I mean, both of those were just, I can't
Ridiculous.
recall seeing images like that.
And so as it's moving northeast, you can see obviously it's deceiving with the trees because obviously it's really far behind the trees. And as we get up here, something to note in this video, it's hard to tell right away. This is starting to rope out. This tornado
Yeah.
is starting to weaken. Your new mesocyclone is right here on the left side.
Yeah, you can
And
see it
it-
there, right? Yeah.
Is actually starting. It's starting to produce a tornado right when I'm about to end the stream. So at one point
you
you had
kidding
this
me?
tornado and you had a second tornado right here. So this is a cyclic supercell handoff, and this was the beginning of one of the craziest outbreaks of the year. So we tried to reposition on that tornado, and as we did, this is the second tornado from that mesocyclone
Oh
that's
my
forming.
gosh.
This is me getting the drone in the air. There it is.
Oh,
And I'll get a better. I have
that's
a
the
better
same
shot.
supercell.
That's the same. That's the same supercell. This is coming out of that second mesocyclone I pointed out. So this is tornado number 2 of that storm, right here as it's moving. Stephen Jones and Freddie McKinney have a really good shot of this. If you've seen the video, of that trailer that's bouncing through the field next to the vehicle, this
Yep.
is that tornado.
Wow.
As it's moving north. And
Starting
then
to
as
rope
it
out, looks
starts,
like.
as it starts to rope out, there's a new mesocyclone off to its north that produces the next tornado and known as the Elkhorn tornado, which was likely a very strong EF4. But this is a perfect shot here too, I'll show, is a perfect shot of a rope out, a tornado rope out, when it gets choked off. You can just see it,
Gone.
just like that, gone.
Is it
And-
this hard? Is it like, can I get one of those storms like that? Like where it's just like,
Right.
the storms that we see, it's like, please produce, obviously we don't want it to produce a tornado that hits anything, but like, in the open field, like please produce a tornado. But this one, it literally was like crapping tornadoes. I mean, it's insane.
So then this one, we went to Omaha and we dropped one of the YouTubers off and he was flying to Miami mid-chase, just done. Whatever. So after I dropped him off, this is near Omaha on the Iowa border. You can see this big tornado. You can see it under here. There's a tornado right there. And Reed was actually in Dom 3 and intercepted. Oh, here we go. There's the better video. How long is that one? That one's better. This is a way better video. So you can see this is zoomed in on the drone. And you look at the motion in this tornado. This is a very strong tornado ongoing through the northeast side of Omaha.
Mm.
I mean, when you have vertical motion on that left side, you're talking about a very strong tornado. And as it continued this is a cool shot. I like this one a lot. This is the last shot of this tornado. You can actually see the RFD suck the rain around this thing. So this is when it plants. You can look at the full mesocyclone on that. You can see the big wall cloud feature and the tornado under here. And you're likely experiencing tornadic winds out here too. It's just not fully condensed.
Sure. Yeah.
And you can see your left to right motion. This thing is flying to the northeast. It's moving super quickly. And it's crossing the Iowa border, but here's something to note. Look at this. The rain's coming around. It's hiding itself behind a curtain of rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is a problem because then, I mean, no one's going to see it coming.
Exactly. So then, we pitter-pattered further into Iowa. We were like, you know what? I think this little tiny isolated supercell might be able to do something. One last hoorah, and little did we know, this one went out. We got the birth. We're one of the few that got the birth of the Minden, Iowa tornado.
Mm.
Oh, here, let me show you this. So, Corey, Sierra just brought her phone in here. So, Corey Gherkin was actually on the storm, and he had shot a pretty cool photo that he gave to Sierra, and of us flying by. Oh, here we go. It's a little blurry. Whoops. Turn my blur off. I gotta turn my blur off. Hold on. Stand by.
I saw part of it, and that looked insane.
There we go. So you can see there's Sierra hanging out the back window. I'm driving and all the YouTubers, and there's that tornado on I-80.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Here you
go. I mean, Jordan, will you ever be able to get that photo again? Like that just seems like there's no way.
We'll try.
But I just that is just it's so insane to watch.
Those moments you'll never forget. Yes.
Yeah.
And this video right here is one of my most viral videos because the amount of panic that were in these people's voices during this event. So we had just driven through the small town of Minden at this point, and we're on the east side of Minden, Iowa. And we just went through this town, tornado sirens are blaring, people are just standing on their lawn. And parked on a hill pointed back to the west. So this is southwest of us, it's coming directly at our face to give you perspective on this video. So clearly you have multi-vortex tornado forming right here. A lot of motion, nothing crazy. And
not yet.
We're like, oh, we're gonna get a tornado here. And you can just see it's just dancing around.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
And then before you know it, it's a pipe. It just, boom, big thick tornado, there it is. Strong tornado ongoing, just like that. Multi-vortex underneath the bottom.
Dude, look at the fingers swinging around. That is crazy.
It's not sped up. So then I'm like, oh, geez, look at the breeze getting lofted straight in the air. It's getting pretty nasty out here. And then I zoom out a little bit, and I'm looking, the whole mesocyclone is moving like that. And I'm like, oh, this thing is going to get big, way bigger.
Wow.
And you can see the part of the town there on the southwest. Here we go. I got to pause that spot. So this point right here in the video, you'll see, watch this area where the mouse is. This horizontal roll that came out. At that point in the video, if I had audio on here, you hear me go, oh boy. I go, oh boy. And that's when I knew this was going to be violent. Like, you see those horizontal rolls with storms like Tuscaloosa, big tornadoes. And so seeing that roll, I was like, things are gonna get really bad here. And so then about here, you see the power lines starting to explode. And we were just here. We were just on this road right next to these buildings when we drove through town.
Oh my God.
You see the rear inflow jet getting fueled in from the back here along these hills.
I mean, that thing is just
and
cranking.
it's almost like it gets stronger as it gets into town. So here they're screaming at me to turn around. So right here, I throw the camera at Sierra. You can see her forehead.
Oh my God.
Said, just point and shoot. I was yelling. I was like, just point at it. And she ends up shooting this tornado going right through the town. You see the town there on the right side.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So she'll zoom in. She'll look away, and then she cuts it back, and she gets the crazy shot here. So it's starting to go into these buildings. And this is where when she kicks it back, this thing gets really violent. There we go.
Oh my gosh! There goes that. That is that whole building. Oh my. That is crazy.
It's in town. So, yeah.
Oh. That.
You see the geese. So it's crazy. It went from this to full-blown wedge, like through town.
Mega wedge. I mean,
look,
that is literally like, that looks like a nuclear bomb. I mean, that is crazy.
Something to note too, you see all these big chunks of metal roof here. If you watch closely enough in this video, you see the big chunk of metal roof gets flung off here on the front end of this tornado, and it gets sucked in around that back side. Watch the back side of this tornado over here on the left. There it goes. It's recycling.
That is crazy.
Boom, it shot it back out the left side.
Oh my gosh.
And then you have these two geese.
You had to be freaking out.
You had two geese right here trying to escape.
And they did. Look at the geese they did. That is, my God.
So this video, I always look back and I'm always so frustrated because if it would have been just like me and Sierra, for example, we would have sat there, we would have held the line. But what you can't see in this video or hear is the audio. And I cannot stress to you enough, I am getting screamed at by these YouTubers to leave. They're peeing their pants. And I don't blame them. This is the first tornadoes they've ever seen in their life. And yes, it's coming towards us, but it's going to cross right in front of us.
Dude, I cannot believe that you just have the, like, I guess, also, Jordan, real quick, share your screen, but then there'll be an option to share your audio. So we can get the audio on here. Yeah, there is. There should be like a little thing. If you share are you sharing a full screen?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be at the bottom. It'll be when you share at the bottom. But let
me do it.
Imagine you're like, oh yeah, I'll go storm chasing, and you've never been before.
Audio, share a tab instead.
Oh really? It won't let you.
Yeah, and the next clip's got some language, so we'll hold off on that one.
Okay.
I told these guys on this shot, it's obviously across the highway. It's moving a little bit away from us. And he was like, Jordan, let's go, man. Please, let's go. And I was like, you can effing sit here and play Legos and it's not going to hit you. It was word for word what I said.
Wow.
But here's the shot of that tornado as it crossed the highway.
That's ludicrous.
No rain. Oh, that's not the right shot. That's a good shot, but that's a
great shot.
This shot is.
I take that shot any day.
Here you go. Here we go. Make sure I pull that back up. This shot's cool because you can see inside the tornado and all the multiple vortices spinning around each other.
That is crazy.
Yep.
Dude,
and then,
that thing is an absolute monster. I mean, that is just the entire mesocyclone is basically just on the ground.
Yep. It just plumped down. And then for those of you guys who loves Travel Stop, I got one for you.
So remind me, was this April 27th?
Yeah, April 26th.
Okay, April.
So that
26th,
Lincoln
okay.
tornado was like an hour and a half, or 2 hours earlier, and we got this later.
Dude.
So this is the drone taking off in front of a Love's here in Iowa, and I love this shot. Love and love. So this shot's pretty funny because you can see the tornado there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, 328. That's not bad, right? Take that.
That's bad. That's bad. It's 220.
great.
It's 215 in Norman.
Oh god.
So then, then I did a shot where we zoomed in on that tornado as it. This is before I missed it when it got huge because the YouTubers wanted to go home.
Yeah.
They kind of
Good evening. I'm just asking. Thanks for joining.
There you go. This is pretty cool. It pipes out, full stovepipe. But look at your speed from left to right. Here,
It's hauling. It's hauling.
it's
major butt.
flying.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it roped out and then a new one tried to form. That is crazy. Oh, did you see the funnel there that tried to form in the top right? Like right there.
Up here.
No, right there. See
at
that
that.
little?
Up there.
That is crazy.
That's not sped up right here. This is this is normal speed.
Oh. Wow.
The motions and the storm are just insane. So, obviously historic day.
Yeah.
But with those days comes this is the stuff you have to do.
Yeah.
So this is Minden. So to give you an idea, this is where we went back to and kind of ended up helping a little bit. We were parked where this mouse is. Right there.
That was so this was the footage that we just watched 2 videos ago where it was like basically the town that you had the YouTubers with, right?
Yep. This is the town that was
Okay.
getting hit. So this is that warehouse that exploded on camera was right here.
Jeez.
So this is what it did. It went right through the east side of town there.
That just wiped the foundations clean.
Clean. Yep. That's why and they ended up rating this an EF3. Look at this is where I get irritated because if you look here on the left, that's just nothing but a basement left. And then you got
Literally nothing.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just crazy. It's all about how your house is built. But yeah, so that was Minden, and that was April 26th, which is for a big day for a lot of people and a sad day for a lot of people too. And then what was next in the line? I think the next one in line.
There was some, at least from watching my stream, there was some like there was an outbreak May 6th, May 7th, May 8th. Some in Tennessee, some in Ohio Valley. Oh, then there's the Aurora, right? When
So
did
then
that?
we had the big Aurora show.
When was that? Remind me.
That was on May 10th and 11th.
That's right.
Yep. So May 10th and 11th, we went up to the Badlands, South Dakota. And this is unedited video. This is just pure raw from the GoPro. This is looking directly overhead.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh.
So, and then I think I have some cool ones here where I get to the videos. Some of these videos are just ridiculous.
Because that was when across the country, I'm pretty sure, even down in like portions of Florida, you could see.
Yes.
It might not have looked exactly like this, but it was. Oh my gosh, that looks like water. I mean, that literally looks like you're looking in like a pond. I mean, that does not look like. That is. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Could you see it like that with the naked eye, Jordan?
I have a video that I'll show you that'll blow your mind here in a second. Here you go. This is where I got really cool.
Oh my god.
That's in the Badlands there early on in the night. So there should be a video here. Yes, here it is. This, let me find where I'm walking. There should be one where I'm walking around. And yeah, here it is. We're with Steven Jones, Ben McCone, and Sierra. This is pure iPhone, non-edited. This is what my phone, you could see this with your naked eye. There's Steven with his camera.
Crazy. That is crazy.
This is in South Dakota, and then there's
Oh
Sierra.
my gosh. Oh, that is ludicrous.
Dude, 2024 is insanity. And then the next night was crazier too.
Yeah. And not only that, I
had-
don't know, do you remember the eclipse that we had too, Jordan?
We got that too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah,
forgot we
this
had
was
an
the year of the eclipse, which was, I mean, apocalyptic. This year was like, weather-wise, this is one of the most apocalyptic years I think I can ever remember. Just with the busy severe weather season, the aurora, the eclipse, and then we went right into a hyperactive hurricane season.
Very hyperactive hurricane season. So then
Yeah.
we'll do what other good okay, so there's I didn't get video of that one. Let's see. Clarkson. No, Greenfield. Greenfield.
Do the Midland. Do the Midland one. Yeah. Do Greenfield and then do Midland.
Okay. Yeah, Midland.
Obviously,
for sure.
Greenfield
So,
was like the crazy one.
I've never actually posted this video, or this video's never seen social media in its life.
Uh-oh.
This is the tornado right before Greenfield. This is Corning, Iowa. And this is a drone video. It's coming directly at me in this video. This storm's moving over like 60 miles an hour. So this is pure
Jeez.
drone video.
Look at those
as
rain
it's coming-
curtains.
Yeah, it's
I mean, that
spitting
is
debris out
ludicrous.
over here too.
Yeah. Wow.
And then it's getting pretty close at this point, so I was like, I need to get the drone down before I lose it. I got the drone down for that, and here we go. This tornado is gnarly. So this thing, here we go.
Wow.
Still basically coming at me, but it hits this barn thing down here.
Oh my.
I haven't colored. This is raw off the camera, so there's no color to make it clear.
Crazy.
And then as I kept following it, came up on damage, went to search the house, see if they were good. And then as I'm driving, it spits this out the side of the storm. This perfect drill bit.
That is crazy. Look how it's roping out. That is look how tall that is. It's not normal you see that, that big of a rope.
And that's
just
strong there too. You can see the motion going around the
Yeah.
pipe there. And then if I pull the GoPro up, you're gonna see something that I didn't see initially until I went back and watched this. So this is a cool shot because as I'm driving, you can see.
off
to
just
the left
casually.
here.
There's just a tornado off to the left. That's
So
that's
you
unbelievable.
can see. It's cool, but there's an Easter egg in here that you're not gonna see till I point it out. So let me get back to the highway. So here we go. I pulled over. And I was gonna watch this tornado rope out, right? It's roping out right now. See
Yeah.
it going up. I was gonna drone it.
Yep.
What you're not seeing is this. That's
Another one?
Greenfields. That's Greenfield.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
See it spinning? When I speed this
Oh
up?
yeah. Yeah, there it is.
That's about when
yeah,
Reed
right
had
in
the
there.
drone on it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So this one on the left ropes out, you got Greenfield churning over there on the right.
That is crazy. That is,
And then the first thing-
it's so fascinating to me how just the dynamics there of just like when you have these cyclical supercells, one will get zapped out and then another one will form just right to the south or whatever. It's just crazy.
This is one of the first things I came up on.
Oh my gosh. I remember seeing this video. This was crazy. This was the Greenfield. This was the wind turbine that got absolutely obliterated, right, by
Make that
tornado.
plural.
Oh, yeah, okay. The
So this thing
wind
ripped down about
turbines.
12 different turbines. So you can see there's one
It
back
ripped
there.
down 12?
Yeah, so there's one there. There's one here. I fly over. Let's find the one where I flew super far away. There's a couple that I went back and droned them all the next day, and it's nothing but a path of turbines that got yanked. So
Jeez.
remember that? Yeah, here you go. So there's another one here, and you can see the pile of them laying down as it went that way.
Oh my gosh.
You can see a little individual suction vortice tracks through the dirt. You can see debris tracks where the debris was smoking the ground.
Wow.
And these things just went straight into the ground and twisted. But as we got into was it Greenfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was my first image. This is my first drone image from Greenfield when I got there. Because I was like, how bad is it?
Oh my
And
gosh.
take an eraser, think of like taking an eraser and just drawing an eraser through a town is exactly what happened. So it wasn't very wide, but it was, everything it touched was obliterated right down memory lane there. And I think last week I showed you that shot looking straight down
Yeah.
of the houses. This is that town. Whereas one house is totally fine and the house next to it's gone.
Wow.
Um,
That was
yeah,
Greenfield.
So that's Greenfield.
Wow.
That was Greenfield.
It just,
So
it's insane.
the let me skip ahead. We'll go to Midland here in a second. This is just showing you how crazy of a run there was in May. Like, look at these dates. May 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 19th, 21st, 25th, 26th, 30th. Or just ridiculous.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
This
Well, I
this
remember
video,
because I was literally that was like a week before we went storm chasing, and I was like,
we should be out there right
know.
now.
yeah, exactly.
This is in Missouri. Birch Tree, Missouri. This one we got really close to. So this is a crazy one. Here we go. It's raining debris on the car.
Look at the upward motion on that. I mean, that's just, and it's really hasn't condensed that fall. I mean, but it's clearly strong. I mean, it's clearly whipping
yes.
things up. Wow.
So here we go.
Look how small. Oh my gosh! Look how small that like vortice is.
Yeah. So then, this is crazy. It fully condenses for about 5 seconds, and it's this little rope. But look at the vertical motion in that thing. And it's dancing around.
That is ludicrous. Oh my goodness.
It's just crazy. You're like, oh my, does this year just ever stop? Look at it, just sucking
No.
tree branches off the trees.
I remember also seeing this video, and I was just like, what in the
What
world
if I told you
is
I
going on?
accidentally shot that in GoPro 240 frame per second slow motion by accident?
No.
Oh yeah, I did. Hold on. Skip ahead here.
Oh my goodness. Look at the power, like, oh.
And the debris
Guys.
that's floating around. Yeah.
I can't even.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Look at the debris in front of the car. It just went across the
Dude, that is amazing. That video is so crisp too. You said that's 240 frames per second.
240.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. What were you thinking? Were you had to be just freaking out.
I was just like, this is insanity. And then let me see what the screenshot is. Oh, yes.
Wow.
So we'll do this. Can you see the screenshot?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. Midland Day. This is the day after I saw you in Southeast Colorado.
Yep.
Where's the outflow boundary?
Yeah.
I helped you guys. It's circled right here. So
Yeah.
this boundary was sagging south. It used to be up here, and then it just kept going and going and going.
Well, that was the day.
And-
That was the day where I think like the threat. At least I think I forget exactly where I think there was a enhanced risk there. The enhanced risk was further north because we were hanging out like in central and then like kind of southern New Mexico / Texas. But we saw that outflow boundary you were talking about, and I'm like, guys, we've got to go south because I think everyone was further north. Yeah, you got to follow the outflow
So I
boundary.
was so confused. I was like, you're not going to get anything north of the boundary. So
Yeah,
I was
no
so
way.
confused why people were staying up here. So I was like, I don't care if I have to drive to Mexico. I'm chasing this outflow boundary. And
Yeah.
I remember being on the storm and seeing it go up initially, and I was like, oh boy, like this is a good storm. And I was actually on the first tornado of the day that went through right on the outskirts of Minden. Or sorry, not Minden, Midland. And it was started out super dusty. I was like, what is that? And there it is. It's right here on the left side. First tornado of the day in Midland. I almost hit me because I was stuck in oil field traffic. So that formed, because remember the storm was moving southeast.
Yep.
So I'm northwest of it. It formed kind of on top of me. And that's as it's moving southeast. You can see the motion here on the left. It's just spinning away.
Wow.
There it is.
I remember that was the tornado that everyone got at the oh geez, that was the tornado everyone got at that was at the airport, right? All those videos that we saw at the Midland airport, with people freaking out because that was like the first one, and then the storm kind of recycled and formed a new one, and that was when everything went.
Do I have a GoPro video for you? So then
Ugh,
the storm
this
got
is gonna make
so
me
pretty.
sad.
The storm got so pretty, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just going to be a photogenic supercell. Look at this thing.
That's a beast.
You got your inflow coming in. You can see all the dirt that's pulling in.
Yep.
And usually when you get them pretty like this, they're not, you normally don't see tornadoes sometimes for whatever reason. I've always noticed that. But sure enough, if you peek in here, you can see an RFD cut coming in. So here's your mesocyclone tucked in back here. Inflow beaver tail coming out the right side. It's like, uh-oh, what's going to happen here? And then there's a tour right here. Big tornado sitting there underneath the supercell.
So you see the, like, if you go back to that, you see the on the very left part of the screen where you had the that big rain shaft. That's like right where you see that power pole. That's where we are. So we're on the other side of that rain shaft. Like literally, yeah, it was so bad. We were in the tornado emergency, and we knew there was a big tornado right through the rain shaft. And we're just like...
Yeah, there you are. You're right here. You're behind that.
That's exactly where we were. And we were just stuck. And that was when Phil literally hit like a bump, lost his bumper, and then it all went to...
Oh,
It
no.
was bad. Yeah.
So then I put the drone up right away. Oh, here's a drone. Here you go. I forgot I had this. There's a drone shot of that supercell, and you can see the dirt moving left to right here.
It is so cool.
I could barely fly it. So, what shot is this? How long is this? That's only 6 seconds. We'll go to the other one. So this is the tornado once it formed, and I got zoomed in on it with the drone. And this thing was strong.
Yep.
Here, I think at its strongest, it's probably right there, in my opinion.
Yep.
If you had to ask me. Look at the debris. There's nothing there for it to hit, and it's still ripping dirt out of the ground.
Yeah, we knew there was something there. Like, because we were probably right at the edge of the frame, just getting poured on. We knew there was something there. We knew there was something nasty, and we just, thankfully, we didn't try to drive through it. But
this thing's like stationary, and then it starts moving north.
yeah.
Made no sense. It's just those slow-moving storms are dangerous.
Yeah, they are. Especially because then, you think you can cut right through them and you'll be fine, but then they start to have erratic motion, and then you're like, all right, well, we're host.
Oh, I think I got that. Did I get this on there right away when it was like a wedge? Did I? Let's see.
So Borderlands 2, this was the Midland tornado, actually, that happened. I believe it was on May 30th. Yeah, it was May 30th. We were chasing. Jordan was chasing. And Jordan, you got the tornado, and we did not.
Got 2 of them.
That's okay. Yeah.
Then it got a little slow. I missed. There was some tornadoes in June that I missed hard. I busted pretty good. I was going to be there, like hockey. Was it the one that Freddie and a lot of people were on? I know Freddie's notorious, where he saved those people, that family that got hit in Texas. Holly, I think, Holly, Texas. Me and Sierra were 45 minutes away from that storm, on our way. Would have got there with 2 hours to spare. And one of our buddies was like, you got to come chase this debris plug through the Red River for flooding. So we sat at the Red River for 6 hours, watching tornadoes unfold 40 minutes south of us, and didn't get the debris plug till like 11 p.m. So yeah, that one was.
You hate
that
to
one
see it.
was rough, but I think after that it was mainly you had a lot of flooding this year.
Yep.
I know Oklahoma City saw a ton of flooding. Or sorry, yeah, Norman and just south of Norman had a lot of flooding.
Oh, geez.
River flooding.
Yeah, but it got pretty quiet after that. Then it was there were some severe weather outbreaks in June and July, but for the most part, it wasn't. It was
June,
what you'd expect.
There was one more tornado before it got into tropical season for us. There was a couple more. It was one day, and you'll enjoy this. So this was
Jordan, I enjoy
Nebraska.
any videos you post here. It's amazing.
All right, I got you. Hope I'm not boring you guys. This is in Nebraska. So this day it was we had Sierra, Stephen Jones, and Aaron Rigsby in the car together, all in one car, packed into my car, and we were gonna target southeast Nebraska, and then last second blasted 2 hours north. We're like, high risk, high reward. Let's go north. We saw something on mesoanalysis and visible satellite that we liked. Can't remember what it was. And I mean, we pulled up, and this is what it was doing. So there was no time to pee, nothing. You got out of the car. This is it. This is what the storm was at. This is where we were. RFD cut.
No time to
here.
pee. What?
Nope. Nothing.
Oh, Phil would. Oh gosh. I'm synonymous for that, Jordan. Having to use the bathroom in the middle of a tornado.
It's already trying to produce, and it is producing. The second we got there. So we're like, okay, it's starting to get pulled in, wrapped in a little bit of rain. Let's try to stay in front of it. And then we are driving towards it, not moving fast at all. And then it finally, you can see it there trying to be cute. It's like hanging there, but
that's
it's like,
more than I've seen. So if I see something like that, Jordan, I'm freaking out. I'm literally freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, there's a tornado.
You'll love this.
You're just like, it's cute. It's cute.
All right, here we go. So it's really not that far away. It looks like it's super far away. But you see that barn right here on the hill? That's where it's at. So you'll start seeing that barn go.
Oh, the barn is, oh my goodness. There goes the barn.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's way closer than it looks. It's just wrapped in rain. It's pouring
and it's way,
rain.
I mean, that's powerful too, because it just ripped the barn apart like that.
So then we sat here longer, drove closer to it. Me and Rigsby jumped out of the car.
Jeez.
Moving right at us. It's about, I'd say about a mile.
Power
just under
flash
a
to the
mile
bottom.
there. Yep.
Jeez. Wow.
And it's like coming right at us. Here you go.
If this is Outbreak, Jordan, you're starting to deploy your sensors, right? You're like, deploy.
Exactly. And then it roped out coming right at us. We were like, oh my God, that was so cool. On to the next one. Well, this was the next tornado out of this one. Way prettier. So you can see right above us, corkscrew.
Ooh.
Beautiful, pretty tornado. This thing could have been the tornado of the year, and it decided not to. Because look at the colors, the backlit colors that you would have had with this. So you can see it's like,
and it's completely isolated too. Like there's no rain, there's nothing to obscure it. Oh my gosh.
So it's actually on the ground here. I'll point it out. It's hard to see because it's just hitting corn. I mean, we drive right up to this thing.
Poor corn.
There we go. We're looking right up at it.
It's
It's trying so hard.
It's a little finger, it's really trying. See that, Jordan, this is what all the tornadoes that I see or I've seen aren't even, they're like this, but maybe like cut half that funnel in half. And then it's just like, it just keeps trying, but it just never gets there. Oh, you're going for it. You are absolutely
This
going
is wide
for
angle
this.
too. No, we went for it. We were going. So look at the little
You're
needle
trying to get to the end of the rainbow there to see if there's a prize.
Do you see it?
Oh my. No.
It's hard to see. Hold on. It's hard. Again, it's not hitting anything. It's right here.
Wait. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I do see it. Oh, that is crazy.
So then, here, let me get up here. We get on top of this hill. Here we go. This is, how close are we? We'll get out and we'll point the camera at it. And it's like literally in the field right next to it. Here we go.
Oh, my God. That is
It was
crazy.
just a little, just a tiny little finger, but it.
Oh, the farm
it was
equipment.
just-
Oh, no. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. And
yeah, look at
I
the
mean,
little.
That's crazy. So
And
that
then
was
the
what?
next-
That was June or June something?
Yes. So the funny part is, you think that's crazy. We blast east, and we pop out. We're like, oh, this other storm in front of it, 10 miles might do it, and we're hauling. And we get there, and we peek out behind the trees, and there's just a This is a violent tornado here. See it on the left?
I see it. Yeah, there it is on the left.
So this thing starts doing like whippets.
Wow.
So we get right up on this one too. I'm like trying to get a shot.
Look
of
at
it,
the
but-
look at the very like bottom. It like curves around to the right, and then that is absolutely ludicrous.
Oh,
my
it gets
gosh.
really strong here in a minute. There you go. There, it's starting to dance around. Sorry, I was driving and trying to hold a camera, so that and so we were like,
my.
oh, we got to get around. So I hit this turn, and I'm going up this dirt road. There it is over the hill.
Oh, it's bigger now. Looks like.
Look at the motion.
oh, look
This is a violent. This thing was capital V. And I probably said violent a few times in the stream. There's been multiple violent tornadoes this year, and this was one of them.
Jeez.
So when we pop up over this hill, it hits a barn.
Wow.
You're about
I mean,
to
you can
see
really
it.
if you look at the bottom, guys. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You can, guys, when you look at a tornado, you can very clearly tell. You know, some of the ones that we've seen were like, you know, just based upon how fast the motion is there at the very base of it. Just look at ripping. It's just ripping up everything in its path. That is crazy.
That's hanging out the window of my car.
Oh my god, dude, you got some cojones. There you go.
We stopped there because we knew that road is bad. But the is there a shot? Please be a shot. There is. Okay. Do you want to see the debris path, or how
Yes.
crazy the debris?
Yes, I do.
Here. So this is. I got the drone up on it too when it was still on the ground. There it was, dancing away. So
That right there looked like a tornado from Outbreak. Just how it was like a little skinny. Like,
this is the part that's gonna blow your mind. So
what?
this is the next day, and
Look at that path. Look how skinny that is.
but look at the fact it dug a trench into the ground in Nebraska. So, and it got very strong right before it got to this road up here, and you can see where every individual little vortice where it spun in circles. Right here, you can see it. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
I'm seeing ground
I-
scarring like that it's violent. It's a strong tornado, and it cut through the trees right here. You can see where it went through the trees, and it's such a small tornado. It missed this house, caught this barn,
way.
and didn't even rip a shingle off the house. Went through those
No
trees,
way.
went through here, hit that barn, shredded the barn,
Oh yeah, the
cut
barn's
back
gone.
through here, and then
Look at that tree. That tree's absolutely shredded.
yeah. I was
is-
like, you got to be kidding me.
That is just when you see stuff like that, it's just like to the average person that wouldn't make sense. It would absolutely not make sense because it's like, well, how did it hit the barn but not the house? You know?
So the date on that was June 17th, right?
Yeah.
This was June 18th, and we're on the Gulf Coast of Texas. So we overnighted it from Clarkson, Nebraska to Galveston for Tropical Storm Alberto, overnight to Texas.
That was Alberta. Yep, I remember that one.
And we had Rigsby and I got this. Check this out.
Are you kidding me?
This is a
That is a
supercellular
massive
tornado.
water spout.
Super cellular water spout.
Oh my gosh. Did that come on shore?
Yes. Look at the cut.
Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
absolutely ludicrous. Yeah, it's kind
And
of
then,
lost. Yeah, wow.
Let's see here.
Dude, there was so many tropical
video
systems
people
this year that
love.
produced
Just
tornadoes. It would no way. Are you
It's
kidding
one of my
me?
favorite videos of the year. Yeah, this town's flooded, so they're going to have a flood party. And they're
What?
toting beer from one house to another house.
Wait, it also looks like he's got his kid in one arm. Was that right?
No, it's
Really
another
hope
case
not.
of beer.
Okay, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
This is Surfside though. This is a drone shot the next morning of Surfside Beach,
Oh my gosh.
so you can see the extent of this is from a tropical storm that's over 150 miles away.
That is insane.
This isn't even a hurricane that did this.
That is absolutely insane.
Look at the ocean coming up and over the road. This is
Look at all those houses. I mean, that's why in an area like that they have to build those houses up like that.
And this is why a lot of these won't be insured much anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, at least some of them it looks like it didn't get up to the top, but that's just crazy.
So that was Tropical Storm Alberto. And then what did we have next? Hurricane Beryl, right?
Hurricane Beryl was crazy. Yeah, Hurricane Beryl was where we had days. You know, it was obviously a bad hurricane. We've got, I think, peak strength of Category 5. But the tornado outbreak was insane.
So this is a photo of Aaron Rigsby and I at the airport to go do our first international hurricane. So that was Hurricane Beryl. We went to Mexico for this one. So we flew and we got inside a Hurricane Beryl in Mexico. It was fairly weak though. It was pretty weak, but it was crazy because they had the government they had like the military walking around on the beach telling people to evacuate.
Wow.
And then obviously it landfalled in the same place in Texas again that we were just talking about. Let's see here. I messed up my tabs. There we go.
How many of the hurricanes did you get this year, by the way?
So I got Alberto, Beryl, Debbie, Ernesto, Francine, Helene, Milton, Gamey, and Shan Shan.
Oh my God.
And I got Beryl twice.
So hear me out. I almost, because I don't want to shortchange the hurricane season because of you have I mean I'm sure you have some my thinking is, what if we do a part 2 where we do next happy hour the next week?
I think we should do our
we
part
did
two.
We did tornadoes today, and then next week we're going to do the hurricane season. So we'll do kind of the same
for that.
show next week,
Yeah,
where
let's
we do tornadoes. We did the tornadoes today. This was 2024 tornadoes. We did wildfires, and then we're going to do the rest of 2024. We're going to do that next episode, because the last thing I want to do, Jordan, is shortchange a lot of the videos you have.
I agree.
Because
yes,
I mean there's a lot to there. So it's I mean because I think the hurricane season was equally as crazy as the tornado season, if not more so. With the just a multiple Category 5 hurricanes, the landfalls that we saw not only in the United States but also some of the landfalls you got overseas in Japan, and I just and then we had Twisters. Twisters was also this year too, just crazy.
we can't forget about Twisters.
We
This
can't
was,
forget about Twisters. No.
We went to the premiere with Dominator 3, which is surreal to think about that, as a kid watching Storm Chasers and then being a part of that. So there's Edgar, Sierra, me, Max, and Adri, and then Brett Wright and his girlfriend, Nina. So that was really fun. It was a crazy experience, but Did everybody like Twisters this year?
I loved
What did
it.
everybody think of Twisters?
I'm going to be
your
honest. I
guy.
loved it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Oh my God.
As Brian O'Toole and then Reed.
I love
sitting there
that.
too.
Twisters was amazing for me. Some people, like, when you look back at it, were poking fun. I thought it was amazing. I went and saw it with my aunt, LB, who's sometimes in the chat, and I thought it was really fun. So
That's
I think it was
awesome.
one of the best. I thought it was one of the best weather movies made in a long time. That was just because I mean, Jordan, the weather movies that we get normally they're terrible. Normally it's like Geostorm or
Right.
I just normally they're not very. Normally we're watching them and making fun of them, rather than watching them for the movie and enjoying them as they are. So,
That's true.
but
Yeah.
it was
We'll
quite
do
a year.
hurricane
I tell
stuff
you what.
next week.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tease it here because I don't want to shortchange it because it's just an unbelievable hurricane season. And now we're starting to get into winter storm season. There really hasn't been, else than the lake effects, there really hasn't been that many crazy things happen. But I tell you what, Jordan, this was a absolutely unbelievable show. And, Jordan, you're pulling the photo you pulled up. This right here, just leave this for a second. I think
Yep.
is this your
I'm
screensaver?
switching screens. Hold on, I'm switching screens. Yes, I'm trying to get this off my screen.
But guys, this tornado that Jordan is showing, guys, this just describes to you the 2024 tornado season was this. I mean, it was just an unbelievable year that I don't think we're going to soon forget. I know several areas had records for tornadoes. Ohio blew their tornado record out of the water, literally like 4 months into the year, 5 months into the year. So it was a wild year with a lot of different tornadoes. A lot of some that we were live for a lot of those. I know Jordan, you were live, storm chasing a lot of those. So it was an absolutely wild year. And then the hurricane season, right? Which we're going to look at the next happy hour next week. You got to come back to join us for that. We're going to take a look at all the major hurricanes that we've had, as well as any updates in our winter storm possibly for the week of Christmas. So we're going to look at both of those. Jordan, before we roll, do you have any final words for the people? Just looking back on the 2024 tornado season? I mean, where does this rank for you in terms of the different tornado seasons you've seen?
The 2024 season, I'm just rolling that to play. The 2024 season was insane because I thought the 2023 season was crazy enough, as that's the video we're playing us from 2023. But the 2024 season kind of was a wake-up call, I think, for a lot of people that Tornado Alley is still here. It still exists, and it can still go off when it decides to go off. Because a lot of people thought, it's shifting east. It's going to Alabama and Mississippi. And, yeah, they have Dixie Alley down there. They get tornadoes, but don't sleep on Tornado Alley, I think is what 2024 was trying to tell everybody is when it's ready, and it's going to go. And you still live here. You still live in Tornado Alley. You're going to see tornadoes. And I think Oklahoma had a wake-up call year too, seeing tornadoes again. And again, we didn't even see very many tornadoes in Mississippi, Alabama, like down there in Dixie this year. So it was just proof that, Tornado Alley is Tornado Alley for a reason, statistically, and it's always going to be there. So, weather's getting crazier every day too. So you can look forward to seeing more tornadoes, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I completely agree with you, Jordan. I think, this year I started the Outbreak show, which we'll stream when we do like severe weather. Obviously, I'm in a studio. I'm not actually chasing, but I expected to go live a couple of times, but I just was shocked how many times that we did go live because just how active the season was. I don't think I can remember a season in the last several years that has been this hyper active all around, right? From tornadoes to hurricanes and everything in between. This season has been just unheard of. This weather in general in 2024 was crazy. So I thought it was a crazy year, and I guess we're going to see on our next episode what hurricane season was like. I think we all remember it. But Jordan, I'm checking outside right now to see if Ohio's getting snow. Oh, we are.
Yeah, are they getting it?
Ooh.
Is it
Ooh,
snowing?
we're getting a little snow.
Oh boy.
Oh. All right. Well, it looks like the snow is starting to hit the ground here in Ohio. So if you are here in Ohio or northern Indiana, you are going to get a little bit of snow tonight. So enjoy that. Thank you guys for joining us from the bottom of my heart. It was a crazy show. Jordan, thank you to you as well, my friend. The footage you showed was just absolutely, I mean, I've seen some of it, obviously, but I haven't seen a lot of it. And I was shocked.
I think it's fun going in and actually being able to talk about it and what was going on during, because the video tells you, what's happening, but being able to tell the experiences and what was going on behind the scenes and what led up to it's really fun to do. So
agreed. No, I completely agree. And I think this year, I think, Jordan, some of the footage you captured is I've never seen anything like some of the stuff, really a lot of the stuff that you got. So it's a great year for you. And I'm sure you're like, there's no way we can top this in 2025, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I've thought that. I thought that last year.
Yeah, and it just keeps coming.
Panned out.
There you go. But thank you, Jordan, for the footage, and thank you everyone for joining us today on the stream. Hope all of you have a wonderful night, and as always, find someone, give them a hug, tell them you love them, and be kind to someone. As always, we'll see you on the next stream. Peace out, everyone.
Thank you.
Peace. Thanks, Jordan. That was crazy. I had seen a lot of the videos you showed, but just hearing the story behind it is just being like each one of those cases where you're seeing that live. You must have just been freaking out, because I'd be screaming my head off. Oh wait, shoot, you're muted, Jordan. I think.
I was gonna say, I'm usually screaming on the inside, but I try not to scream out loud, or else people get mad at you for screaming in the video.
Do they really?
Yeah.
It's annoying. I realize this song is also blasting as well.
Yeah, this is blasting too.
I gotta turn them down. All right, I'll turn them down. Oh. I was gonna go pick up dinner, and now it's like crazy out. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess that's where DoorDash can come in, right?
Yeah.
What if I should DoorDash some nuggies?
Some what?
Nuggies. Sorry, Christine. Yeah, Christine, we're gonna turn this down. We're gonna turn on the volume. We're gonna crank down the volume, not crank it up. I wonder if my DoorDash is gonna have like a snow.
Because I got the two computers running right now. So it's just like going nuts.
Thanks for joining, everyone.